Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome if you're new here. If you are new and this is the first video that you're clicking on of mine, my name is Shan from HomeWithShan over on Instagram, and in today's video we're going to be talking about George's 6 to 9 month baby routine, aren't we? George is almost 7 months old now, so I thought I would update my previous video that I did like this, which was my baby routine for the 3 to 6 month period. It's changed a fair bit now. The reason that it has changed quite a bit is probably because George is eating 3 meals a day now, and he's also cut down his bottles to 3 7-ounce bottles a day. So his routine looks a little bit different. He's also cut down on naps. So I really wanted to talk you guys through George's day from the time that you get up in the morning, and then when you go for a nap, and then when you have your food, and all the stuff in between. So yeah, I'm just gonna pop George down because you're a little wriggler. You don't want to be with mummy anymore, do ya? No. And then we'll go through George's day and I'll let you know what his routine is. Okay, so I feel like it's important to start off with the fact that at George's age, between about 6 to 9 months, they still expect babies to have about 12 to 16 hours sleep. George is probably about on the 15-hour mark at the moment. So yeah, he usually sleeps about 12 hours a night, sometimes it's 11, and normally has between 3 and 4 hour naps in the day. So we'll go through the day entirely and we'll go from there. George is fairly consistent and he usually gets up at about 7 AM, and that is when he'll wake up, and we'll give him a bottle pretty much straight away. So like I said, George's bottles are 7 ounces now, so we'll have that. We'll chill out downstairs for a little bit, and between George's first bottle and his breakfast, like his actual food, is an hour. So I'll always give his breakfast at 8 AM, and his breakfast is usually like porridge. He loves porridge. He loves like bananas in his porridge, a bit of cinnamon, blueberries he loves as well. So porridge is probably his favourite. We also do Weetabix, again with banana sometimes, and we also do some like toast and stuff like that, lightly toasted toast with a little bit of butter. He really likes like the finger foods element. He's really enjoying that now. He's getting a little bit older. So yeah, those are the kind of things that we'll do for breakfast usually. So breakfast usually takes about half an hour, and then we're playing for like another hour maybe, and then he'll go down for his first nap 2.5 hours after he woke up. So at 9:30 is when he'll go down for his first nap, and generally that is either an hour's nap, more likely to be an hour's nap. Sometimes it's 2 hours, but that's not happening as often as it used to happen, it's fair to say. So it's usually an hour, but then after an hour, obviously that is my time to get ready usually, but sometimes I get ready beforehand if my partner gets up with George in the morning. But yeah, so say that he gets up at around 10:30, he'll be awake, he'll be playing. He normally goes in his jumperoo that you can see behind me for a little bit. We kind of play with maybe doing some tummy time and that kind of stuff, and then we will go on to having some lunch. Probably around 12 o'clock is when we would do lunch. George is absolutely loving lunchtime. I feel like of all of the meals in the day, it's his favourite meal. I don't know whether it's just because he's less tired or what, but he absolutely loves lunch. We're doing things like risotto, we're doing things just like butternut squash. He absolutely adores a butternut squash. Cauliflower cheese, just whizzed up. We're also doing a few like finger foods as well, so like fritters. I actually made some fritters. I actually batch cooked a load of fritters the other day. I did it in my baby food prep video, but I basically have been batch cooking a load of stuff, and then it's just in the freezer and I can just defrost it overnight, and then we'll give that to him. So he's loving those spinach fritters. But yeah, so lunchtime is around 12 o'clock, and that will probably last about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, but say it's half an hour. He'll have his bottle at 12:30, again that is 7 ounces, and then he will go down for his nap at 1 o'clock, and this is like the best nap. This is the best nap of the day, and it's like a 2-hour nap. Pretty consistently it's 2 hours. I mean, if he's teething then maybe not, but 2 hours roughly. Most days he will have that afternoon nap, and it is complete bliss. I love it so much. By 1 o'clock when he goes down for that nap, he has been up for 2.5 hours, so he's like awake window is 2.5 hours, and I think that's probably, so from when he gets up in the morning it's 2.5 hours, and then when he gets up from his first nap to his second nap is 2.5 hours as well. So that's kind of George's sweet spot for being awake and being content. And then after that is when he starts to get really grouchy, unless you're really distracting him with loads of things, maybe a walk or that kind of thing. But generally 2.5 hours is like the sweet spot for George. So after the 1 o'clock nap, he probably won't get up until 3. Then at 3 o'clock we basically just play just for a very long time, entertain him, maybe go out for a walk. This is probably the time that I would go out for a walk with him and Molly, our dog, either with him in the buggy and then maybe take him to the park if I didn't have Molly, or we would take Molly and I would have him in the baby carrier and then go out for a nice little walk, and he can see the scenery, and it's just a nice time of day where that is the kind of period that I would like to go out of the house, I think, and I try to do that most days. Don't always succeed, but I do try. So yeah, that's kind of what we do around that time. And then it gets to about 5:30, and depending on how much sleep he's had throughout the day, so if he's had like 3 hours sleep throughout the naps, he might need an additional nap, which is like just a 30-minute cat nap, 20-minute, 30-minute cat nap, just to refresh himself, because by this point he would have been up for 2.5 hours, and that's roughly the time that he starts to get a bit, I don't know what the word is, just a bit aggy. But yeah, sometimes he doesn't have that 30-minute nap, but sometimes he does. So I'll keep that in here. It's kind of like an optional nap, I guess. Then at 6 o'clock, it's dinner time. So 6 is like, we always leave dinner till 6 o'clock because I don't know why, it's kind of like the nice little timeline to when he goes to sleep at 7. So we have dinner at 6 o'clock, and that's normally just similar things that he would have at lunch, but maybe just something like risotto again. What else have we been having? Maybe some tuna pasta. He really likes that. We just whiz it up a little bit and give that to him. Although recently he's really been liking taking things and eating them himself rather than me feeding him. So any kind of finger foods like sweet potato, maybe like obviously cooked and mushy, but sweet potato like fry kind of shape, or that kind of thing really goes down well with George. And then about 6:30, after his dinner, we'll give him a bottle straight away. So 6:30 is his last bottle before he goes down for the night, and he usually takes that down within like 10 minutes, if that. He absolutely loves that last bottle, and it really gets him like drowsy and ready for sleep, especially if he hasn't had that last nap. He definitely is ready for bed by this time. So then we just give him a bath, obviously because he's just had dinner and stuff like that, and yeah, he's messy. So yeah, we give him his dinner and his bottle, and then we literally put him into the bath, wash him really super quickly, and then bring him into his bedroom at about 7 o'clock, or like 5 to 7, that kind of thing. Then he's ready for bed, cozy and in his sleeping bag, in his cot, and I'll literally just pop him down whilst he's a little bit tired but awake. He's very tired by this point, but he's definitely still awake. Pop him down and then turn the lights all off, say goodnight, and then literally leave the room. And literally within 2 minutes, if that, he makes a couple of little noises and then he goes to sleep, and it is like the best night time ever. He is so ready for that bedtime by the time it gets to 7 o'clock. And then most days, pretty much every night, he will go from 7 p.m. till 7 a.m. Sometimes it's 6, hello. Sometimes it is 6 o'clock in the morning, and that is normally due to teething. We have had a couple of 5 a.m.s, again, teething, things like that. All these things do get in the way, don't get me wrong. We all know that these baby routines don't go to plan all the time, but it's really nice for me, at least personally, that I really like to know like what we're planning to do. Whether it goes down that way or not, I don't know, but yeah, I like to just have a little plan for the day, and if it doesn't go to plan, then we can adjust it, but it just is what it is. That's how I see baby routines. You don't have to have this routine every single day, but for me, it really helps. Okay guys, so that is George's 6 to 9 month baby routine. Today we are on schedule. He's looking at Molly and laughing at Molly. And we are coming up to his lunchtime now, so I'm just gonna go give him some lunch. Today we have some pesto pasta, which I hope you're gonna really enjoy. He's really pulling my hair. I need to stop filming with George because he is getting to the point where he's just grabbing my hair and wiggling everywhere. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a like if you do, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.